The only teacher who didn't paddle me was Mrs. Offenberg. That wasn't the only reason why she was odd. Her oral lessons grossed me out. They were not about history, but about how to properly brush our teeth. How did the fanaticism begin? I wondered. Had she caught a whiff of a student's breath and thought, good God, I've got to fix this? Welcome, welcome, welcome to Writing with Authors. I am your host, Vincent A. Lancy, and I'm excited to have not only a veteran of the Air Force, but a veteran of comedy on the show as well today. You may have seen him on Fox News, HBO, The Late Late Show, you name it. We're lucky enough to have him on the show. I'm holding up his book right here, Lighten Up. You heard an excerpt from it. We're going to learn everything that went into it. We're going to learn all about it and some writing tips from Rodney. Rodney Laney, thank you so much for joining the show.
What a great round of applause. I used to walk out to a round of applause. Round of applause, round of applause, round of applause.
Thank you for coming on, Rodney. Would you mind introducing yourself to our audience, and then we will dive into book talk?
Definitely. Yeah. Like you said, Rodney Laney, longtime comedian, first time published author. I came across this wonderful meditation in 2013 that changed my life, and I'm pretty sure it'll change your life too if you put the work in. I always say I got a book deal. I didn't expect to get a book deal. I thought I was going to self-publish, but the message was so strong. They was like, we're going to give you this lucrative book deal. And the book deal is so lucrative that I'll never have to work again unless I want to live indoors and eat hot food. But other than that, I'll never have to work again. But yeah, man, that's it in a nutshell. New Jersey native from Patterson, New Jersey. The book is all about my growing as a coming of age memoir, and basically how I discovered this meditation.
Yeah,
and a guide to meditation.
Let's dive right into it. You're talking about meditation. The book is called Lighten Up, a hilarious memoir and guide to reflective meditation. Let's talk about what went into this book, Rodney.
Right. So, well, I mean, like I said, like it's a coming of age memoir, and I how it all came about, because I always thought I was a pretty decent writer, but I never had anything that compelled me to write. And I came across this meditation, and through the process of reflective meditation, I would just go over my life, reflecting on it and discarding what I call cardinal memories. But in that whole process, I was like, this might be a good book, a good way to get people who normally wouldn't think about meditation and to start thinking about it, because they would see my story and kind of connect with it.
Yeah. And it's a nice sized book, 271 pages, filled with value, different stories, like I shared in the beginning. What led you said that you always had these ideas over time, that you put these stories together, right? You put all these stories together. Did you always want to put a book out, though, whether it be this book or any book? Did you always want to become a published author?
I know I've written some other things. I wrote a screenplay, and I think I wrote those because, I'm in the industry, so I feel like I might be able to sell it. Right. But I'm an avid reader as well, and I just thought that how cool would it be if I had my own book in a library? So I always had that as the background. But like I said, I never really had anything I thought would, because there's how many books out there, millions of books. And I was like, what am I going to add to this collective? You know what I mean? What am I going to say?
Well, you brought something unique to the table. Like you said, you had goals of just self-publishing, getting your word out there, but somehow you got linked up with a publisher who gave you a great book contract. If that is your goal out there, keep writing. Your time will come. But to get there, sometimes you need some advice, Rodney. What's 2 pieces of advice you can offer our community of writers?
So, yeah. So to write, create a habit of writing. That's the thing that helped me. I actually met another author. He told me how to do it, how to create a habit of writing. And I was never this prolific writer, but I was committed. And what I did was I made my habit of writing so small that I could not do it. So I was like, look, if I only write 5 minutes a day, that'll be my goal. Because normally it's about developing the momentum for writing. And then once you have the momentum, then the motivation comes later. So that would be the first thing, because some people get stuck and they don't want to like, I can't write. And then trust the process too. How I could have told you how I was going to get this book. There was a confluence of good fortune and being in the right place at the right time and constantly thinking about writing the book. And then that kind of attracts people into your life that can help you, especially if the book is meant to be, you know.
Setting feasible goals, like you said, only 5 minutes a day, just to make sure you can do it. Just get it done, check it off the list, get the momentum going in the right direction. And then eventually you've written so many days in a row where you have a book, just like Rodney's Lighten Up. Stick around for just a few minutes. We are going to find out where to find this book, where to find out more about Rodney, his website, but we have to ask him for his last word first.
My last word. So the book is about reflective meditation, right? And I believe if you take away anything from this podcast is when we self-reflect, you'll discover a deeper sense of who you are. And in that process of discovering who you are, truly, you become a better person. And we become if we all become better people, then we become a better society. And it starts from within. So that would be the one key takeaway, I believe, that self-reflection represents.
Thank you for a powerful last word. Everyone out there, self-reflection, any way that you can find that works for you is vital to your success. You need to be looking at what you're doing, how you can improve on that, or you're just running through the motions. Now, Rodney, tell everybody where they can find your book, where they can find more about you, how they can say hello.
Hey, you can stop by my website, rodneylaney.com. That's up. I'm Comedy Rod on Instagram. I'm the real Rodney Laney on Instagram. That's more geared toward writing. That's new. And on my website, you can find my schedule if you want to come see me perform live. I'm much more funnier in person.
Be sure to check out all Rodney has to offer. And if meditation sounds like something you're interested in, or you already are practicing it, be sure to check out his book, Lighten Up. It looks like this on the cover.
Rodney. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't tell you where you get it from. You get it from Barnes & Noble, wherever you get your books, though. I mean, wherever you get your books from. But Amazon, of course.
Just type it into your search engine, Lighten Up. You'll be sure to find this book. Rodney, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to join this show. Rodney has also been on That Entrepreneur Show. He is our season premiere. I believe you are, right?
Yeah. That's right. I premiered.
That's more about his business side, all things business, what goes into how he became a comedian. You have a preview in this book, but you'll learn a lot more about Rodney on that podcast. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Writing with Authors. We will see you for the next show with another published writer. Rodney, talk soon.
Yo, thank you. Appreciate you.